In this first example, we have 2/3 divided by 4/5. So we have a fraction divided by another fraction. So there's a little mnemonic device that can help us with what to do, and it's copy dot flip. And I see a lot of students using this, and it seems to be very helpful for them to remember what to do. So copy dot flip. And this is going to be used anytime you're going to divide fractions. Well, what does this mean? It means copy. We're going to copy down the first fraction, 2/3. The dot means we put a multiplication symbol right here. So instead of dividing, we're going to turn it into a multiplication problem. And then flip means take this last fraction, and instead of using 4/5, take the reciprocal, or flip it over, and now it'll be 5/4. So remember, now when we're multiplying fractions, anything on top can cancel with anything on bottom, and they can reduce that way. So a 2 and a 4, I notice, both of those are even, so I can pull a 2 out. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that seems to be all the common factors between the top and bottom. So the top becomes 1 times 5, and the bottom becomes 3 times 2. So when I divided 2/3 by 4/5, I got 5/6 by using my copy dot flip. In our second example, we have 3/4 divided by 1/2. So we're going to use this idea of copy dot flip again. Copy dot flip. We're going to copy down the first fraction, 3/4. We're going to put a dot for multiplication, and then we're going to take this second fraction and flip it over. So instead of 1 over 2, it'll be 2 over 1. So the flip just means take the reciprocal. So now we have a multiplication problem where anything on top can cancel with anything on bottom if they have common terms. So the 4 and the 2 here, the 2 goes to a 1, the 4 goes to a 2 when I divide both of them by 2. And I have 3 times 1 on top is 3, and 2 times 1 on bottom is 2. So when I divide 3/4 by 1/2, I'm going to get 3/2. In the last example, I have 5/14 divided by 15/2. So once again, I'm going to use copy dot flip to help me divide this. So copy means go ahead and write the first fraction down, so 5/14. Dot means we're going to turn this division into multiplication. And flip means flip that second fraction around, take that reciprocal. Okay? So now anything on top can cancel with anything on bottom. So 5 and 15, I notice I can divide a 5 out of both of those terms. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And then a 2 and a 14, I can divide a 2 out of each one of those. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 14 divided by 2 is 7. So on top I have 1 times 1 is 1. And then 7 times 3 on the bottom is 21. So it looks like 5/14 divided by 15/2 is going to be 1 over 21.